G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel, Tiles and Tales, and it's New Year's Eve here on a beautiful morning in Bundaberg at the Hummock. I thought I'd pop over here and bring the Speed Twin, Triumph 1200 Speed Twin for a bit of a ride, because I haven't ridden it for weeks because I've been concentrating all the time on learning to gravel road. So I thought we'd come and have a look and have a look around the joint, and then we'll turn the cameras on and have a trip back home. Alright, let's go and look at the bike. So we'll just wander over to the bike, as you can see, and I'll just show you about these front progressive springs I put in. They've made a big difference. It doesn't wallow so much and there's not so much dive, but I'll show you. I'll put them in there, and there's preload adjustment and everything, and we'll move over to the back now and look at the rear suspension. I actually saw these on a YouTube video, Batubo. So these were recommended, so I got some of these and put them in. They're not that difficult. As you can see, I've put some torque seal there so as I can see if they've come undone. Just threads there, and I'll measure up and down there for myself and Mrs. Tails to get the right measurement for the preload and stuff, and the seat sag, and I'll adjust it with a C-spanner. Anyway, she looks pretty good in the sunshine, doesn't she? We'll have a wander around, see how we go. So we'll talk about this in a bit more depth when we get back to the garage, when I'm going to concentrate so much on what I'm going to be doing. So yes, I put a tyre pressure monitoring system on as well. I got that from eBay actually, so that was an all of I think that was 35 Aussie dollars. But they've got these funny things down here. When I get down here, being ancient, there they are. They're a Bluetooth sensor. They pick up tyre pressure and the temperature, and they send it to the tyre pressure monitoring system that's on the handlebars. You've probably seen it on my other bike as well. The Hummock's an extinct volcano. The ocean to the east, sugarcane fields to the west, and surrounding farms producing macadamia nuts, as well as sweet potatoes, avocados and passion fruit. An interesting fact is, if I can remember it, the region produces 30% of Australians' veggies. Other fruit grown in the area is lychees, melons, figs, mandarin and pineapple. So this monument here, I'm quite interested actually myself, because it's a monument to Bert Hinkler. Now, Bert Hinkler was is a favourite son of Bundaberg. He was an aviator and actually a pioneer. I think he, if I can remember correctly, he flew to Great Britain from Australia in the 20s, late 20s I think, and he was a pilot in World War One, the Great War, and I think he was actually killed in an air crash in Italy somewhere in the 30s, but one of Bundy's finest sons. Okay folks, we'll just have one last look at the glorious bike in all its glory on the Hummock before we hop on and make our way home, and we'll do a bit more of a chat as we go along. Okay folks, so while we head down from the Hummock, we'll just go around here and I'll tell you a bit about what got me back into biking. So I was a motorcyclist a long time ago in the late 20s, early 30s. We'll just go up here past these repeaters. I'm not sure what they are, these radio aerials, but we'll try and find out. Anyway, I'm concentrating a bit because there's not much road and plenty of pull-outs and stuff. So yeah, so 30 odd years ago I had a ZXR 750 H2. All my mates that I went to work with over the years, they all had bikes, and I thought, well, I'd best get one myself. So they encouraged this and they taught me a lot, and I did a lot of biking around the UK with them, and a lot of learning and a bit of falling off. Anyway, I got knocked off once too many times, and Mrs. Tail said, that's it, we've got Tails the youngers round her ankles, and I can't have you falling off your bike constantly and being run over. So anyway, hold on. Oh, we've got this white car now. So anyway, yeah, so said we got Tails the younger now, so we can't have you riding around dangerously and being knocked off, so it's time to get rid of it. I thought, oh okay, that's that avenue of enjoyment gone. So as I was saying, I hung my boots up, my coat, my trousers and my lid, and that was that for several decades as it turned out, and we ended up here in beautiful Bundaberg in Queensland, Australia in 2004. It was the best thing we did. Well, I've worked with some great people and made lifelong friends here. My wife, Mrs. Tail, she's made some great friends. She's forged a great career out for herself. It's been a great move. The kids have flourished. Anyway, I'm digressing. Yeah, so years ago I had this ZXR 750 H2, and that was that really. And then I was knocking on the door of 60, and Mrs. Tail said, we need to do something for your 60th. So we did. Anyway, as I was saying, Mrs. Tails are badgering me. What we're going to do? What we're going to do? What are you going to get? I said, I don't know. Anyway, she said, right, I've decided. She said, we're going to get some power tools, some battery tools. I said, great. I need them. More tools in my shed to not do jobs that I'm put off. Anyway, we went on a little car drive. There's the Hummock. That's where we've just been to. Look, tall, isn't it? Tallest bit in Bundaberg, in the Bundaberg region, I think. Anyway, we went to Harvey Bay, hour and 20 minutes away or so. Got there. No power tools, so we ended up at a Triumph dealership. What are we doing here? And then she produced my old helmet. I went, hold on, what's going on here? Old helmet, t-shirts, jeans, no boots, what could possibly go wrong? Looked at this motorbike, says, you're going to get a ride on this. Bloke comes out, looks at me and laughs. You're too old for this. I said, no, I'm not. Got on it, started it, went for a bit of a ride. It was like I never got off it. It was great. I thought, oh, this is probably a bit too sporty for this old rickety bloke. The foot pegs are a bit back and you're leaning forward a bit, but I thought, oh well, once I got over the cramp, it was great. Anyway, I'll just shut up while we get around this traffic island. Yes, so there's a bit of the story. So there I was with a new birthday present, unbeknown to myself. So here I am. I'm the recipient of a motorcycle. It's 2019 model, and we got this in 2022. So I was pretty chipper to say the least. But Mrs. Towles thought that was the end of it, but no. I still had my old leather jacket from 3.5 decades ago, so that did for a bit, but I had to get some riding jeans. My boots were buggered, to be honest, because I hadn't looked after them. I should have put some rolled up newspaper in them or something, but they'd all folded over and creased there, so they went in the bin. I had to buy some new riding boots. Yeah, so new gloves. Anyway, we're going past the Bundaberg Brew Drink says, so if you'd have watched any of the other videos I'd have done, you might have seen it. Anyway, I'm digressing. Yeah, so Mrs. Towles thought that was enough, but then she bought me some gear. And then she got on the back, she liked it as well, so we had to buy Mrs. Towles some gear. So it was a big financial investment from my wife, but thank you very much. Yes, so all was excruciatingly happy in the Towles household. But sadly I panic bought a helmet, and that was causing me a bit of discomfort for a while, so because it was pinching me, but I didn't realise that I've got a head like a 44-gallon drum. But anyway, hold on, yeah, so as you can see it's raining, so I'm getting a bit anxious now because I only ride this very infrequently, but only when the sun is out above a certain temperature and there's no rain in the southern hemisphere. So now I'm thinking what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to re-clean when I get home and grease the chain and oil it and do all that anyway. Well, lights are taking a while. Anyway, so yeah, so bought all this gear. I bought a helmet that pinched me, so then because I panic bought it because I've got a head like a 44 gallon drum. Then I bought another one, and that was too noisy. So anyway, by this time Mrs. Tails had got the bug, so then we had to go and buy another bike because she wasn't comfortable enough. Anyway, that's another story. Yeah. Oh, nice Harley there. Let's move on. Yeah, so as I was saying, Mrs. Tails, she didn't panic buy. Bought a helmet that fit her first off out the box, and then we ended up with two of these Shoei Near Tech 2s, and they're great. They've got an up and down lid thing, and that's good as well, but really comfortable and quiet as well. Yeah, so we ended up with a Triumph Tiger 1200 GT Pro. We bought that new, and that's an adventure type bike, as all you knowledgeable people would know, but we do a few miles on that, and we really enjoy that. It's got all the electric mod cons and everything. That's Kendall's Flats there on the left. I'll try and get a picture of it, a video. That's where the kids played cricket, and we spent many a happy hour on a Sunday and a Saturday for hours and hours and hours. But the kids enjoyed it and made good friends, and we enjoyed it as well. It was good fun. Anyway, this is really annoying with this rain. It's starting to teaming it down. We're going over this old bridge then, and I've got a bit of a traffic on here, so I'll shut up for a moment and I'll go on about the bike for a bit. So as I was saying, this isn't a bike review by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just, what do I like, what I don't like? I like everything about it. Mrs. Towers loves the sound of it, but she doesn't feel that secure on the back, so we only go for short coffee rides. I love everything about it. There's nothing I don't like about it. The only thing I don't like is every time I go past the garage and the sun's out, I can hear the bike calling me to take it out, but I don't always get the time to do that. But it's great anyway. I've been yappering on. You gotta let me know if you don't mind listening to me. Oh, we've got an island here. This might be... No, it shouldn't be slippery. We had 20 odd mil of rain a few hours ago, and a bit more now, so it should be fine. So let me know if you'd rather listen to music than me talking rubbish. Right, my friends, as you can see, I'm back safe and sound. I've put the bike in the shed, put it on its stand, give the chain a wipe, put a bit of chain lube on, but not too much obviously, just stop it rusting overnight. I'll have to get out and hose it down and degrease it properly tomorrow, put some wax on it and redo the chain, put some stabiliser in it, and that'll do it for another couple of 3 weeks. So let's have a look at the bike, shall we? As you can see, I've got it on the stand already. Got a couple of bricks on holding it up because I don't trust it that it's going to drop down while I overnight somewhere. Anyway, so the first thing I did, I changed these front fork springs. I put progressive ones in from Tech Bike Parts. They got, as you can see, they got fully adjustable preload, which the others had no adjustment whatsoever. But what this did, I was able to set it up properly with the weight off the bike, and it stopped all the fork dive, which made it feel a bit uncomfortable, especially braking into corners. I think from the UK they took about, I don't know, 4 weeks to get here, which isn't bad really. Nice Brembo brakes down there, and I'll just walk past this. You can see it's on the battery tender already, keeps it up and going because I don't ride it much. These Bundaberg rear suspensions made a big difference. I can fully adjust these. They got fully preloaded, and all it is a case of when I set the bike up, I took the weight off it, measured the seat sag and everything for both myself and when I've got Mrs. Tails on here. And all I do now, and pre-measured, and all I do now is get the C-spanner and wind the nut up until I measure, and I measure from the bottom of the nut to the bottom of the thread, and that's how I get it accurate. As you can see, it's pretty mucky now on the chain guard. It's pretty mucky, but the chains, I've wiped that over. But yeah, and I put torque seal on it. It wasn't actually a big job to do. It's just, it's all on YouTube. Yeah, good view of the Vance and Hines pipes there. They sound really good. Very happy with the bike, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot of cleaning to be done tomorrow. Anyway, we'll have a look at this TPMS I got this from eBay actually. Like I said, it's 35 Aussie, front and back tyres. Also put the Ducati throttle spacers in there. It was a bit twitchy in sports mode because there was a bit of a slack. All you do is take the throttle body off and poke these little foam rubber things over the stops, and it tightens it all up. It made a big difference as well. There's no slack or no judderiness, and the fueling seems a bit better with that. I ran this power to a USB to under the seat. It's switched, so it's not on live, and it's for me. Look, I've routed it through here. I just pushed them down, put a couple of tight cable ties under to keep it up. But I'm actually going to pull it out. I don't have a look at it on the bike. It's for a quad lock charger with a vibration dampener, and you can see I just pushed it in there in the under seat. And like I say, it is switched, so it's not permanently live, and it actually works all right. But I don't like the look of it on the bike. It's over here. Let's go and have a look at it. Yeah, so my mate gave me this. I've got one on the other bike, and I use it a lot when I'm doing navs, but navigating my way around. But I don't go out far enough, and I can remember a map. But they work. And here's Molly. Good girl, Molly. She's our English Springer Spaniel. She's never far away from me if I'm messing about in the shed with the bikes, doing something. I'm normally in there faffing around with something, the car or the bikes or my push bikes or something, or cleaning it. Anyway, that's about it for today, folks. Look how mucky that one is. Anyway, I'll say ta-da for now, and please watch the end credits. You'll see the link to the next video, and if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do that. And thanks very much to everybody else who is liking, subscribing, and hopefully enjoying my videos. See you next time.